Yeah, let's try that. This is the part I hate because I never know if I'm actually live or not. Wait. It says I'm live now. There we go. All right. Let me just make some adjustments here. Sorry for the delay, folks. There we go. All right, cool. All right, so welcome to episode 27 of the Interstate 19 report. I'm your host, JB, and for the next 30 minutes or so, probably 45, I got a lot of stuff I want to cover tonight, so I'm probably going to drag it on just because I don't know when to shut up. Yeah, I'm going to be going over some cool stuff that has been going on for the last week since I was last on here. Welcome YouTube viewers, welcome Team Fitted viewers. I'm doing the simulcast here. And do I have anybody live on YouTube? I got the professor on. What's going on? 4 people on the YouTube. Yeah, Joe picked up on it. Is this an Aha music video? Yes, I like it. All right. Let me get right down to it here. I want to get started here. So, yeah, so once again, thank you for tuning in. My fitted of the day, I'm going way old school with my Tri-City Dust Devils cap. I love this cap. This is, earlier this year on Instagram, I did a thing where I counted down my top 50 caps of all time, which I've already debunked that list because, like, it's changed. But at the time, I had this one. This one was ranked quite high. This is when I first really started getting into minor league caps. Tri-City was a Rockies affiliate. And when I talk about minor league affiliates, really knowing how to treat people, really being good to their customers, this is a class organization. At least they were back in the early 2000s. I'm sure they still are now. Some of you guys on Twitter may know Eric the Peanut Guy. He's worked for them, I believe, for the entirety of their existence. Super nice guy. They hooked me up with they didn't give them to me, but I was into collecting game-worn jerseys at the time, and I had sent out an email and got no response. And like 9 months later, I get a response from this person who's the new merchandise person, and she's like, "Hey, I got your email. I'm new. I'm just cleaning up," and boom, she hooked me up with the Home and a Road. Really cool, just good stuff. So thought I'd rep that tonight. Wasn't Round Rock a Astros? Oh, maybe not. Never mind. Weren't they an Astros affiliate before? I don't know. Whatever. So, all right. So that's what's going on here. So let's move on. This portion of the show, this is where I get into my latest acquisitions, and I had quite an exciting week last week with my new acquisitions. So I got 1 box from Hat Club, and I had to do something pretty rare. I had to send a hat back. I actually did that today. That's one of the errands I had to run, why I'm a little bit late. Team Fitted, you guys know I was taking care of Neil. He wanted to show off his new stuff, so I kind of pushed my time back a little bit for him. But I had to go to the post office and drop off this hat that I'm sending back, and they're exchanging it. And Hat Club did some NFL caps, and they did a Seattle Seahawks one. And when I first saw it, I was kind of like, whatever. I got plenty of Seahawks hats. I don't know. I'll take my chances that there's going to be a ton of those out there. They're going to be available, and I'll be able to get one when I want one. So when I finally found something else that I wanted, I was like, let me check that Seahawks hat. And then I was like, oh my God, how did I overlook the fact that that hat has a metallic silver visor? I love metallic silver. I love metallic silver. It's like almost an instant, I'm going to grab that. That's why I loved the Turn Ahead the Clock caps that Lids put out earlier this year, because so many of the teams in 99, they went with that metallic silver, and I just love it. So anyway, the cap, when I got it, it had a crease on it. It was like it just looked like somebody took, you know, I don't know, I don't know, they just went whack like that and just put this big, you know. And at first I'm putting the hat on, I'm like, maybe it's not that bad. And yeah, it was bad, and it looked like a canyon, like when you're looking at it edge on. So you had to send that one back. But I also got in that same shipment another Las Vegas Stars cap. And this is the more, like I got the Padres colored one last week also. But then I got this one here, and this is the one, the colorway they went with after that. So, excuse me. And I got this one to replace a hat that's a more vintage one. So this is what I had. And really the only difference, this one, the new one has a red squatchy. Who doesn't like saying squatchy? And the vintage one has a blue one, but you know, I'm not that picky. Sometimes I'm not. So, but you can see what this one looks like on the inside, just to give you an idea of how vintage this one is. I mean, that's old school. That's like, I haven't seen Anthony on here in a while, on Team Fitted or on YouTube at all, I don't think, but he's one of those guys that can just tell you like what years all these things, what tags mean what years and everything. So it's pretty good stuff. But yeah, so I upgrade from this. I got a clean, fresh one. So fresh and so clean, love it. It's good stuff. I love Las Vegas logos, although I'm already putting myself in disappointment mode for what they're going to do going forward. They're going to go from the 51s to something. I'm sure they're going to be the Las Vegas somethings, because that's what everybody is doing right now, and it's super annoying, but whatever, you know, trends. It's like food hats, they come and go. So anyway, so technically I got 2 hats out of that, but I only have one to show off because I had to send the other one back. Then, and let me see, is Leon on? I don't think he is. Yeah, no Leon. When you get a box, and it has, see, I already ruined it. I didn't even see this. He wanted me to open it. Sorry, Leon, I totally butchered this. I didn't even see. You wanted me to open this on air. I did not. I'm gonna show them off on air, but I'm not gonna, you know, I already opened them. And Leon, you can't blame me. You can't blame me, because when I see shit like this on my box, then yeah, I'm not seeing anything else on the box. You know, I'm just not. There's one true statement on here, and that's this one, because it's bad right now. I'm a Senators fan. It's bad. I hate the Maple Leafs. I hate the Toronto Maple Leafs. I can't even say I hate Toronto anymore because I got so many friends up there, but yeah, so box from the Great White North. Appreciate it, Leon. And inside said box, I completed my Team Fitted TV collection. So I am now, on top of my own fitted, I now own a Worst Collection Wednesday fitted, which is pretty cool. And it's got the same stuff that Joe's has. Oh, heck. There we go. So I got the trash can on the back. Team Fitted TV side patch on the side there. The big difference, the flag, the colors are reversed what Joe got. Joe had the yellow on the top and the green on the bottom, and I went ahead, I had Leon flip that just so even though we have the same hat, we don't really have the same hat. I have a one of one. I have an exclusive. It's like my In-N-Out hat. I should post this. Let's see if somebody picks up on it and tries to claim it as their own. So, got the Wednesday host, and then Mr. Swartz, Mr. Brett Swartz, Swartz Day Thursdays. You all saw his hat was kind of a nod to his Royals, his Kansas City Royals fandom. And I thought, you know what? If I'm going to get that hat, Brett's is in black. I thought if I'm going to get that hat, it's got to look like the Royals. So I went ahead and got myself a Swartz Days fitted cap to honor my man Brett in royal blue with that sweet Royals-esque script where the caps are on the back. With the team fitted TFTV side patch there. It's good stuff. Pretty happy with this one. This one's really nice. Cooper, it doesn't matter if I post them on the Fitted Hat Society or not. Dude just took my In-N-Out hat picture, and then it like turned into this whole bashing In-N-Out thing, you know, which is cool. I mean, I respect that. I can respect that. They're wrong because In-N-Out is pretty damn good, but that's cool. And then of course, no team fitted TV collection is complete unless you have the flagship. Throw out to the homie Big Dave. Shout out to the homie Big Dave, the inspiration, the man who started this whole team fitted TV movement by relentlessly putting himself out there on video, is an inspiration to me. So I got the fitted to represent. It's good stuff. And it's got that big old fat team fitted logo there on the back too. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, he took my Instagram photo of that, so you know, whatever. I wasn't mad. I'm at the point now where I just find stuff like that amusing. You know, it is what it is. No big deal. I ain't mad. I got too much in this world to be happy about, to be mad about something like that. So that's it. Those are my latest acquisitions. That's all I got this week. I did order a hat from Hat Club. I finally did something that I've never done before, and pretty much anybody who's shopped at Hat Club, I think, has done this before. So I went ahead. I'm now a part of the club. When I was on the phone with the GOAT, Luis, he's hooking me up with the return label and everything. I finally hit him up for a hat. Like everybody else does it. Oh, you need this hat? Can't find it on the website? You got to call Luis. You got to call him up. He'll find it for you. So I was looking for a Phoenix Giants hat. I'll talk about that one some other time. Anyway, he found me one. So that one is shipped right now. It's on its way. I just got the notification today. And then whenever my Seahawks hat gets back there, they're going to ship me out another one. So I'll have that coming in. And just real quick, I want to touch on something. Just Lids had that sale yesterday with the 35% off. And it was kind of crazy because that's a pretty damn good deal. And they had all those minor league hats, the 2001 capsule collection or whatever they're calling it. And, you know, I put a couple hats in my cart. And then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I don't really need these hats. I don't need them. It's not something that I really want. I would be getting these just to get them. So I pulled them out of the cart. So I don't know. I'm starting to be a little more discerning with what I'm selecting to purchase. So that's kind of curious. I don't know. We'll see how long that lasts. So yeah. So we'll see what happens. See what happens with that. So next topic I want to get to, and I was kind of hoping D-Lock was going to do his show last night. He was going to do the locker talk last night because I know he's chomping at the bit to talk about this. The NFL Elements Collection. Everybody's seen it now, I'm pretty sure. If you haven't seen it, I don't know. I mean, this is the place people should be seeing. We shouldn't even be having this conversation. You've all seen the Elements. So, you know, they dropped. I gave them all a good look, and I got some thoughts on these things. They're kind of corny. Let's just be honest. They're kind of corny. I think largely this is just whatever, you know. Most of them are just kind of lazy to me. I mean, I always say that. If anybody who's seen any of my earlier shows, when I talk about like a big project like this, like the the Copa caps, I was like, man, some of these designs are just freaking lazy, and that's how I feel about the Element collection. Some of them, however, bam, knocked it out of the park. They did a fantastic job. So rather than go over all 20 or 28, holy crap, what decade is this? All 32 teams. When I grew up, there were only 28 teams. I have selected 6 top and 6 bottom. And I am going to go over those right now. So should I start at the top or should I start at the bottom? I'm going to give you guys about 7 seconds to give me an answer. The first answer I see. Start with the worst ones or start with the best ones? Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bottom. I see it right there. Okay. So we're going to start at the bottom. So I'm going to try something here. You guys on Team Fitted, you're missing out because I'm only doing this on the YouTube. So we're going to swing it around here. Oh, what the heck? Let's see how this works here. Okay, so this would be number 27. Oh, that works pretty well. The Washington Redskins. And here's the problem I have with this one. I think this is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, missed opportunity in this whole set. And the reason is that, unfortunately, the best elements of this logo are the ones that some consider racist. You know, they could have done political correctness aside, and we've all talked about this at length, to some degree, on our shows over the months that we've been doing these shows. But if this had been done in a perfect world, I guess, I don't know if a perfect world, but in a world where the logo was just the logo and nobody cared, this could have been incredible. Simply incredible. But instead, you get this, and you get the outline of the logo and kind of sort of the feathers, and it is what it is. So, whatever. So, okay, I'm back. So that's one. See how I'm looking here. There we go. Next, and you know, I haven't really been following what everybody's been saying about these. Some of them I have, so I don't know if I'm going to pick anything that's going to be overly controversial or not. It is going to take me a while because I am scrolling through this. I got to say one thing when I'm talking, this did not make my bottom 6. But what's up with the Arizona Cardinals? I mean, what are the odds that I'm going to rock that cap and I'm going to get some, like, 7-year-old kid going, "Mommy, he's got an Angry Birds hat." You know, I could just totally see that happening. Is that all of them? It's got to be. See, this one here is so bad. There it is. It's so bad I can't even identify it. Okay, here we go. Number 28. What the hell is that supposed to be? I know the description says it's a Jacksonville Jaguars hat, but what is that? Like, what is the element? The eye? What is that? It just looks, this makes their helmet look, okay, no, nothing is going to make that old helmet look good, but this just looks boring. Like, you don't even know what this is. What is that? Like, if you're an NFL fan, hell, even if you're a Jaguars fan, you're going to walk by somebody wearing this hat and you're going to know that that's a Jaguars hat, unless you know. Yeah, just boring, not into it. Yeah. All right, am I back on? Hi, I'm back on. Okay, so this is number 29. This just looks dumb. The Denver Broncos, like, what is this? Like, that's lazy. That's like you got a couple of guys, you know, the designers, like, sitting around. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and they're like, you know, all right, we can, like, hit up Jack in the Box and, you know, go sit in the parking lot and smoke some weed, or we can work on this logo. And they just went, fuck it, submit it. This is good enough, you know. Let's just fuck it. Nobody cares. That's what that looks like. That's not even elements. That's like That's just lazy. All you get is the mane and like a nostril or something like that, a tooth. What is that? Is the tooth, is that supposed to like represent John Elway or something? That's terrible. I scratch that. I'm not making fun of John Elway's teeth. That's going way back. That joke's been done. That's what I'm doing when I'm turning the phone around. I think I'm stopping the YouTube video. So yeah, that's pretty lame. Not into that one at all. Yeah, Cooper, yeah, you knew the Broncos was going to be, it's not the bottom to me, but it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I did see somebody say, am I even on YouTube right now? What the heck just happened? I might have totally messed up my YouTube show. Nope, okay, I'm back. Yeah, Cooper you like the Jaguars one? Man, what did Marin say? Uh-oh. What did I do? I'm not technically proficient right now. I'm having issues here. I wanted to see what Marin said. Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. Oh, okay, Marin's on YouTube now. Hi, Marin. Yeah, so, okay. Next up, and this is going to be another one, I'm probably going to piss some people off with this, but I don't really give a shit. Let me find it on here real quick, and then I'll attempt to not ruin my YouTube show here. All right, here we go. And wait for it. Okay, this one, this is like part older on-field, part wannabe color rush, and all boring. This, it's like, I know, our element that we're gonna highlight is the edge of the shield. Like, how freaking lazy. If I were a Raiders fan, I wouldn't wear this. It's just completely not interesting to me at all. Like, that's just lazy. You could have done, that's an iconic logo. You could have done so much with that. Like, why? Why be boring? Don't be boring. It's too late. The Raiders are boring. Nobody's gonna wear that hat. So that leaves us with 2. Next up, this would be number 31. Is anybody gonna guess what the bottom one is gonna be? Take your guesses. Marin, don't hit me with logic. Apparently there are rules about altering the Raiders logo. That even makes it worse. That makes it worse, you know, like, you know, Al Davis being like George Steinbrenner or something like that, you know, can't mess with the logo. I mean, whatever. All right, moving on. Number 31. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. I'm not even a Giants fan, and this hat embarrasses me. I would not walk around with the hat that said G-Men. I'm not even getting into this, okay? This, to me, this could have gone on the draft cap maybe or something like that, but you could have done something. You could have done something more elemental than put, you know, what some of your hardcore fans call your team. It's just, it's a word mark. It doesn't even, it's just, yeah, it's just dumb. It's the only word I can come up with some of these is just, they're dumb. And so let's move on and let's do the bottom one. Somebody guessed it. I think it was Cooper. The worst. In fact, I was talking to a friend of mine about this today. And I said, how bad do you think the Cleveland Browns could have screwed up this hat? And he laughs and he goes, they could have just used the face mask. And I was like, ding, 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 ding. If your element is your face mask, you need to try again. Or not do one. Just say, you know what, we give up. Or a blank orange hat or something. That's another one of those ones where you could have done so much with this. You could have used the dog from the dog pound or something. That's just, man, like I laughed when I first saw this. You got to be kidding me. So whatever. None of those will be up on my wall anytime soon. So I'm gonna take a quick gander at the comments. Richard says that's the worst. Well, I don't know. I think I saw that comment earlier, so you're probably talking about one of the other ones. Yeah, the Browns is the worst. Marin says the logo is centered, so that means the helmet itself is off the front of the hat if sizing was kept consistent. More logic. The Browns fixated on the color itself too much. Professor says worst is the Packers. Packers suck. Is that your reason why the Packers hat sucks? Packers one wasn't that bad. It was just kind of boring. They didn't really do anything with it, you know? It's just whatever. All right, so real quick, let's run down the top 6. This is my opinion. Some of these hurt. I'm not gonna lie. And we'll start off right here. That's badass. That's cool. I won't buy it. Don't get me wrong, but I thought this was done really well. It would have been nice to see maybe just like a hint of red in it or something. Kind of an accent would have made this look really cool, but they did a good job with this one. Solid. Aces. That'll be the only compliment I give the Patriots forever. Number 5, and I know this is gonna piss some people off because they're gonna feel like, why wasn't this one higher? I already know who's gonna say it, but that's cool. I'm not concerned. You guys know I love you. When this logo first came out back in the day, I thought that's a good looking logo. These guys did something right, and yeah, they continue to do that. The Houston Texans, that's just cool. Hey, I didn't even realize this one and the Patriots, they both have a star featured. But hey, look at that. They got the red. They got the red accent. That looks cool. If the Patriots had done something like that, maybe I would have ranked their hat higher. I thought Houston did a really good job with theirs. Props. Flipping that camera around too. Yeah, Texans is solid. Yeah, I'm really impressed with that one. Number 4, and there's going to be a lot of disagreement on this one. You guys are going to wonder why. Why did I like this one so much? Why did I rank this one so high? It's just right in my wheelhouse. If Major League Baseball did like a mashup with NFL logos, that's what you would get. The Kansas City Chiefs, it's just the KC. It takes away the arrowhead, and that arrowhead is iconic. That is a classic logo, and for a team to be able to take that element out of it and just leave the letters, that says a lot about how cool your logo is. That's a cool looking logo. I'm really impressed with that one. I like how they outlined it, and I like that it's just a solid red. I think it's really cool. The 49ers did something similar. It's just the SF. That one just misses the mark. Maybe I'll go with a Professor and just say it sucks because the 49ers suck. The 49ers one did not make the list. And also, you all know I'm a Seahawks fan. The Seahawks are not on this list either. I didn't realize the beak of the bird was so big. It looks like friggin' Jimmy Durante. Don't ask. So that's number 3. That's number 4. Number 3 on my list. I just looked at this one. I may buy this one someday. This one may be in my collection because I think this one's epic. The Carolina Panthers, that's just sweet. The Jaguars could have done something like this. And maybe they did. Maybe they were going to, and then somebody went, the Panthers did that. We got to do something else. Let's just focus on the eye instead of the badassness that is this cat. That's awesome. Carolina, aces. Good job. That's amazing. And before I get into the top two, let's see some thoughts here. What's up, Gary? What's going on? Cowboys not on the list. Glow in the dark would have been cool. Okay. All right. Moving on. Number two. And this is going to be another one. This is going to cause some head scratching. Anybody who's followed me on social media for a long time, you all know that one of my loves in a logo, baseball logos primarily, because they're pretty much the only ones that do it, I love a state shape. I think those are cool. I think it says something. It makes your team more regional, and maybe it teaches an MF or something about geography or something. This one, I'll own this one someday. I will own this hat someday. I think this is bad ass. It's Louisiana. I mean, that's a pretty crazy state shape to begin with, but you know, to have that be your element, to have your state represent you in this collection, I think that says a lot about that organization and how they're more of a regional team. And I know there's a lot of people that hate the Saints. That's cool. Very impressed with that one. I like it. I like me some state shapes. They didn't clutter it up with a bunch of 3M reflective crap or shadow logos or anything like that. It's just the state. I think that's epic. And number one, and I don't think it's any, no, my kids are actually getting along right now. The Titans was so-so. It's just, a lot of them were just kind of whatever to me. You know, they just, I don't know. Number one. My slow ass computer here. You all know it. Everybody knows it. I think sane people objective people who saw this logo for the first time, even if you hate this team, you had to look at this and go, damn, that's beautiful. I will probably never own this hat only because I wouldn't want people to get the mistaken impression that I'm a Steelers fan, but this is friggin' epic. Whoever thought of this here, there's so many ways that this could have gone wrong, but whoever just thought, let's just take this element, this part of the logo, and make that our element portion of it, give that guy a raise, because knocked it out of the park. Beautiful hat. Q, I know you're our resident Steelers fan. You scored, homie. That your team did it right. Honorable mention, I got to give an honorable mention. I liked the Falcons one. That was another one that I thought was really good. The Vikings one was just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to go over the whole list. I'll let somebody else do that. I'm kind of dragging here. I think I've been on more than a half hour already, and I still got a couple other things I need to get to. So, done with that. That's why I don't like to do long segments like that about a particular collection. I missed. So, let's move on. We got some... Oh yeah, I ran a contest last week. My kids are going crazy. I ran a contest last week. What I wanted to do, what I wanted to know was who could guess the two states that I don't have represented in my collection. College, pro, independent, anything. And as I thought, I got a lot of, I got 99% of my email responses within the first 2 hours. I had a lot of people make guesses. And I wish I could have talked to people and kind of be like, why did you guess those? Like, what thought process went into that? I had a couple of people who tried to spam me and just hit me up with a bunch of different guesses. The winner, though, actually went about it very methodically and did the legwork. Looked through all my old pictures It's almost a break-in. Went through a lot of my old pictures and really tried to narrow it down, and he nailed it. So the winner of the exclusive Crew Era 13 cap, 5th anniversary edition, by guessing the 2 states that I do not have in my collection, which are North Dakota and Mississippi. I don't have a Mississippi cap in my collection. There are a couple I wish I had, but, you know, some throwback minor league stuff just don't happen. I'm not going to have a Mississippi Braves cap. That's not happening. And the Biloxi cap, I almost got a Biloxi cap, but I just never pulled the trigger on it. I was never that impressed with it. And then North Dakota, the only North Dakota cap I ever really wanted that I can think of off the top of my head is the Fighting Sioux. And, you know, just for obvious reasons, they don't make that anymore. But just I never came across that. So, but who knows, maybe someday. Anyway, the winner of the cap, Derek Lockridge. And I think Derek already knew it. I didn't give him any hints or anything. He had kind of tried to, you know, kind of give me his methodology. So Derek is going to win the hat. He's going to get the stickers. He's going to get the hat shipped to him, all on my dime. I'm going to take care of the whole thing. And Derek will be the only person outside of the group, outside of the Crew Era people, who will own one of these hats. So congratulations, Derek. And I like that the first thing you say is talk about the Steelers. So anyway, give Derek some congratulations on winning what I hope is going to be a really cool hat. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he says he literally went all the way back through my entire IG. And, but hey, that's determination, I guess, you know. That's cool. Yeah, Fargo Moorhead, that's probably something I should talk about at another time. I have a Northern League fixation, but Fargo Moorhead is not one of the inaugural teams, so I never pulled the trigger on that one. But, you know, maybe someday, and then I'll have all 50 of them. So that's it. So congratulations. I might have to turn a light on here in a minute. It's getting dark. Sun's setting early out here. Briefly, I want to talk about the Ultimate Hat Collection. That ended really quick. It ended, and then the next day they in, and that was Mark Lackinger. God damn it! And I even asked him today how to pronounce it, and I know he's on here. I was at work, man. I'm sorry, but yeah. Anyway, it was Lackinger. Whatever. He won it. Shout out to Mark. He now gets to be the ultimate hat collector for the next year, and props to him. He showed off an epic collection. Looked like it was a lot of on-fields, but he had a huge variety of everything. You know, I saw, just kind of reading through, I saw some people cracking on him. Looked like it was, and we all got cracked on. You're not unique, Mark. It's gonna keep coming. You just gotta grain of salt. But, you know, people saying that, like, you know, it looked like he just had, like, somebody from Lids. I think somebody actually said that you worked at a Lids, like, 10 years ago or something like that. And, you know, that whole thing about throwing out things from people's past, you know how that works in the political realm. It's kind of the same thing. Kind of the same thing in the fitted world, too. But it's all good. You don't work for Lids. You had some stuff that I don't think I've ever seen in the Lids, so, you know, it's all good. You are the man, though. You are, you're it, man, for the tag. You're it. So I'm done. I am no longer the ultimate hat collector. My reign is done. I'm more than happy to pass that torch, and I think everybody should, if you haven't already, give him a great, big, huge congratulations, because he earned it, you know, he earned it. And shout out to everybody else who was a contestant, who was a finalist. Marin, Big Rob, Tyler, Deuce, Capholics, the guy from Poland. Am I missing somebody? Well, Arizona Baseball Mom. I feel like I'm missing somebody, though. I'll mention it in the comments if I miss somebody. But it was a lot of fun, as usual. And start gearing up for UHC 19. But for the next year, it's all about you, Mark. You've earned it. Congratulations. Tim, thank you. Oh my God, and Tim's like, he's one of the guys like whose collections I really look up to. How did I forget him? I guess I just figured, you know, that we already had a SoCal representation, so I wasn't thinking local. Lackinger, right? Tell me I'm right. Because I totally spaced on it. It was too early in the morning. I hadn't had my full coffee yet. Because this is going to bug me. All right, I'll wait for you to catch up. So, all right, guys, that's it. You know, I did have more I was going to say about the Ultimate Hat Collection, but I'm running long here, so I want to get down to some brass tacks. So, that's all I got for the content side of it. So, thanks everyone for participating. I love seeing what you guys have been thinking about those Elements caps. I don't really often get a chance to be the one that gets to talk about them first on these shows, so my YouTube feed is frozen here, like what I'm looking at, and it looks like I'm having a gas pain right now, the way the screen's frozen. It's pretty funny. So, all right, I'm going to get real here for a minute, though. So, one thing I want to say is what's going to be coming up for myself and for the Interstate 19 report. You know, I've been doing this every week now this is obviously 27, my episode 27, so for 27, a little over a year, half a year now, I've been doing this, and it's been a lot of fun, and I enjoy, you know, even though I'm not really having a direct back and forth like with actual, I mean, I'm reading your comments and stuff, but it's been a blast. It's been a lot of fun reaching out to everybody, and at least I think that you guys have all been enjoying my content. Looking at the cap wall, I know some of you guys, you like to just kind of ignore me, like I should just do the show like this so you guys can look at the cap wall, and you know, and that's cool. You know, whatever. I mean, anything that I've been able to do to make you, the viewer, enjoy my content is something that makes me feel good, makes me feel like I'm doing something right. But I'm getting to a point where I'm thinking that I'm probably going to start scaling back a little bit, you know, kind of backing my social media presence off, you know. I did the Ultimate Hat Collector thing, you know, so I tried to do the best I could to represent and be there when people wanted to talk to me, when people had their questions, you know, and you really enjoyed it. I made a lot of great friends. And in Team Fitted, you know, I was one of those guys that everybody bitches about now, you know, people who just don't participate. After the contest last year, I went ahead and started participating. I've made a lot of great friends, friends that when this is all said and done, I think I'm still going to have a really good rapport with you guys. But my reign on Team Fitted TV as a weekly contributor is over. I'm done with the weekly show. What I'm probably going to do is maybe go monthly, maybe just do one show a month. I don't want to burn you guys out on, you know, looking at my old, almost 50-year-old face, listening to my annoying voice. You know, I get annoyed with my own voice sometimes, you know. I'm sure my kids do, you know, so I'm always yelling at them. But, so that's probably what I'm going to do, is just do it a little more sporadically. Wait, not sporadically. Yeah, sporadically. Spread it out a little bit. You know, when I do a show now, I'll have more hats to show off, you know. Rather than try to be topical, maybe I'll just show off some hats, you know, just try to make it kind of streamline it a little bit. But rather than do it weekly, you know, but I'll still be around, and I'm not full on retiring or anything, but you know, that's just what I'm gonna be doing going forward. So thank you guys again for the support and for the love and for everything. This is not going to be the last you hear of me. I'm still going to be on Instagram. I'm still going to be on Team Fitted. You know, there's other great hosts. You guys watch Joe's show, Worst Collection Wednesdays. You watch Brett, Swartz Day Thursdays. You watch Big Dave on Fridays, the Big Dave Show. You watch Q on Sunday. Derek's got the locker room talk that he does, along with the Sunday show where he talks about the picks. So there's a lot of great hosts. Plus, there's going to be more people coming on, but so stay tuned. Stay tuned as always. That's all I got. So check out the other shows, and I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I will be talking to you guys soon. So for Team Fitted TV and the Interstate 19 report, this is your humble host, JB, signing out. And thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to y'all later. What the heck is that? Oh, wow, that's a trip. Later.